Hi everyone, in this live session we're going to solve a nice algebraic equation, that is x raised to 5 minus 1 equals to 0. So here, as you can see, on left hand side you have the variable, and here on the right hand side you simply have a 0. So left hand side can be factorized. Here it's 0, so nothing. So how should we do this? What can we do? We have a formula. I'm going to write that, and that is x to the power of n minus 1. Now this can always be positive. It can be factorized. Result of this, you have to memorize that. And that result is in terms of x minus 1 times you have x to the power of n minus 1 plus x to the power of n minus 2 plus and so on plus 1. That's it. Now if you see, this is x to the power of 5 minus 1. Here n is equal to 5. So let's substitute back in this. So we are going to get x to the power of 5 minus 1, x to the power of 5 minus 1 equals to, you're going to get, now you're just substituting this, we have x minus 1 into x to the power of n minus 1, that is 5 minus 1, that is 4, plus x to the power of, next you have 5 minus 2, that will be 3, plus x to the power of 5 minus 3, that will be 2, plus x to the power of 5 minus 4, that will be 1, then x to the power of 5 minus 5, that will be 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. So you have plus 1 at the end is equal to 0. Now there are two cases. The first case is x minus 1 equals to 0. So here you can say that x is equal to 1. Alright, now the second case which we are talking about is this whole term equals to 0. Now that's not easy to solve, right? Let's see. We're going to write x to the power of 4 plus x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now when you have two cases, the second case, now if you'll see the exponents, what do you find in the exponents? You have 4, here you have 3, 2, and here if you consider the exponent is 1, and here the exponent is 0. Anything to the power of 0 indicates 1. Now when you see 4 plus 0, adding the exponents, 4 plus 0 is 4. And 3 plus 1 is 4, and you're left with the middle term, that is with squared power. So let's divide by this term. What you say? Divide this whole term by x squared. Now you can say that x cannot be equal to 0. Never. However, if we put 0 in place of this, 0 minus 1, so it will be minus 1. It cannot be 0. X will never be 0. So let's solve for this. Now when you're dividing by x squared, let's divide each term one by one. X to the power of 4 divided by x squared. Now you have same base and there's division between them, so you subtract the powers. So you have x to the power of 4 minus 2, that will be equal to x squared. Then the second term plus x cubed divided by x squared. So you have 3 minus 2. The powers subtract when there's division and same base. 3 minus 2 is 1. So you have x. Then x squared divided by x squared is 1. Then you have plus x to the power of 1 divided by x squared. So 1 minus 2 will be negative 1. So that's the reciprocal of x. Then you have x to the power of 0 divided by x squared, 0, negative 2. So you have reciprocal of x squared. is equal to 0. Now what do we get? Let's arrange the terms. You have x squared plus 1 by x squared. Then you have x plus 1 by x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, when you can see this term as well as this term, what do you find from both the terms? X squared plus 1 over x squared and x plus 1 over x plus 1. Is there any relation between them? Yes, there is. You have to remember the formula, the identity. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Whenever you have something like this, like x plus 1 over x the whole square, if you remember a plus b the whole square, then you'll know this is a, this is b, which is equal to, you have x squared plus 1 over x squared plus 2ab. X and x gets cancelled, so you're only left with 2. Is that right? So this is really important formula which we are going to substitute here. Now you have this term x squared plus 1 over x squared. You have this term. So you send 2 this side. It becomes negative 2. Let's substitute back in that. X plus 1 over x the whole square. X plus 1 over x the whole squared minus 2. Then you have this term plus x plus 1 over x plus 1 equals to 0. Alright, now if you will see x plus 1 over x the whole square and x plus 1 over x, aren't the same? Yes. So what are we going to do? We are going to use substitution. Let's substitute t in place of this. Put, or you can substitute, put x plus 1 over x is equal to t. So what can we do now? Let's just put, so you have t squared minus 2 plus t plus 1 equals to 0. Then you arrange it, t squared plus t minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1 equals to 0. Now here you have two cases. The first case is, now you can use quadratic equation, the quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus under root of b square minus 4ac over 2a, and then solve for that. So you're going to get the value of t as negative 1 plus square root of 5 over 2. So here that will be x plus 1 over x is equal to the same thing, minus 1 plus square root of 5 over 2. So you can solve for this, multiply both left hand side and right hand side with x. So you will get x squared plus 1 equals to negative 1 plus square root of 5 over 2 times x. And then you can again use the quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a, and you're going to get the solution as, let it be x, let this be x1, what we have got before. Let this be x1. We've got one value of x here. The second and third value of x is equal to, I'm going to write down the answer. You can solve it by yourself. Square root of 5 minus 1 plus or minus under root of 10 plus 2 root 5 I over 2. So you will get the other two values of x. Now what about more two values of x? So there's a case 2. Case number 2, when you have t is equal to negative 1 negative square root of 5 over 2. So now you'll get the fourth and fifth value by substituting it into the quadratic formula. That's negative 1 negative root 5 plus or minus square root of 10 minus 2 root 5 I over 2. So you have 4 imaginary solutions and 1 real solutions for this equation. Thank you so much for watching and supporting always, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any suggestions, you can write it in the comment box. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.